I'm just on.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? We make it out alive. Alright, alright.
Thank you and welcome to the Englewood Call. I'm Rashana Baldwin.
And I'm Aisha Butler, one of the co-founders and president of the Resident Association of Greater Englewood. Thank you for tuning in with us tonight. This is a weekly call-in show. You can call us and have a dialogue at 312-738-1060. We have a lot of things to discuss tonight, don't we?
We have an exciting show. We have some amazing guests that's going to be on later. We're going to be talking about the good in Englewood. We're going to be talking about So First Saturdays.
Yes.
And even how some of our members appeared on Fox Chicago this morning.
That's right. And so we want you to definitely call us on this line, 312-738-1060. But before we go into phone calls, we want to at least let you know how do you contact us, who we are, and a little bit about just ways that you can always keep in contact with us outside of the show.
You see our website, rageenglewood.org, or you can contact us at 866-845-1032 or email us at joinrage@gmail.com. We're also on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. Rage is our Facebook page. We'd love to hear some of your comments and thoughts and feedback about the show. Or on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is join_rage. So be sure to follow us on Twitter.
We have a lot of discussions on those, Facebook as well as Twitter. So definitely go, even if you're not into social media and just want to observe and have a conversation, definitely go on either one of those outlets. And then we also...
our Rage Instagram page, which is Rage_Englewood, where we take a dozen pictures of what's happening in the Englewood community, highlighting all of the good in Englewood through our photos.
That's right. And just a little bit about Rage and who we are. We do this every show because we're not sure if new viewers are watching us today. So Rage was founded in October of 2010. It is a completely resident-driven association that was really established to build relationships with fellow residents all throughout the Englewood community.
And Rage is also an asset-based grassroots organization that strategizes to address community problems and works to create tangible solutions in the Englewood community.
That's right. And our members are really all over Englewood as well as Chicago. We have members who reside in all 6 wards of the greater Englewood community. So that's Englewood as well as West Englewood. And then we also have non-residents who pretty much support our mission and just support us with some of the work that we're doing.
And also care about the Englewood community because they know what happens in Englewood affects the entire Chicago.
That's right. And now if you want to meet a few Rage members and hear some of the topics that we discuss, these are our upcoming village meetings. We do these 6 times a year on a bi-monthly basis of the 3rd Tuesday of the month. I know that's a mouthful, but it is. The next one is Tuesday, July 15th at Gifts of God's Ministry, 1818 West 74th Street, right off Ashland, not too far from Ashland.
And we like to have all of our meetings in the Englewood community because we want to, build up other businesses and organizations and highlight them as well.
Yes. And I just want you to know you are watching a live call-in show, so if you have any questions about Rage or have anything you want us to discuss, or if you have a good Englewood story, that is why we have this show. Our number is 312-738-1060. So I think we have some news that we want to really talk about that's happening in the Englewood area.
Absolutely. We want to highlight the St. Benedict's of the African. They're having a rummage sale this coming Saturday through Sunday at 6550 South Harvard. It's going to be great bargains on clothing, pots, pans, dishes, and even household furniture.
And have you been to that church before? That church is absolutely gorgeous. It's a historical landmark right off of 65th and Harvard. I mean, people have weddings there and everything. It's beautiful. I could just imagine that the rummage sale is going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be amazing. I'm excited that it's happening in the Englewood community because we don't have many events like this that's often focused or highlighted.
Yeah, I need to do something like that myself, maybe in my backyard. And then another good in Englewood alert. I found this story. I got this news release from the Bulletin, and I thought this was very interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, we went to this laundromat about last year or so, and we left these. What do you want other people to know in Englewood in this laundromat? And we had some remarkable responses. So Chicago Ideas Week, and if you're not familiar with that group, definitely Google that. It's a huge citywide initiative that really brings thought leaders together to talk about innovative ways and new ideas. They're doing some outreach in Englewood, and I guess they're going to the laundromat and doing free laundry for people.
I think that's a wonderful idea. It's another way to engage the community. You know, it's actually slightly different. It's a different event that we never really have come to the Englewood community, because you know what? Tide actually did something similar to that campaign when they were washing people's clothes for free. They were trying to test out their products. So this is like a different spin on what Chicago Ideas is doing.
And my understanding, they are going to be doing some work there. They're going to be talking to people. I think they're doing some videotaping and some other things. So even if you don't go to this laundromat on 69th and Racine, I would suggest you bring your clothes and just get some free laundry that day.
Absolutely. And then the Englewood Votes canvassing campaign is taking place this coming Saturday at Lindblom Park, 6054 South Damon. That's Saturday, July 12th. If you're active or you're a voter registered or willing to canvass the area, please come out and be a part of the Englewood Votes team at Lindblom Park at 12 p.m. to help spur excitement about being engaged in the community and to increase voter participation for the November election. That is very important because our community is known as
the folks who do not vote typically, which is not true. And we're going to do more extensive look at that data next week on our show. But the Englewood Votes campaign is definitely for folks who want to be involved, who want to do some voter registration, or if they just want to go canvass and talk to the people in the area. And of course, our Rage Village meeting again is Tuesday, July 15th. That's at Gifts of God's Ministry, 1818 West 74th Street at 6:30. These are some of the topics that we'll be discussing. So for Saturday, the large lot program. I know a lot of people bought the lots for $1. People are getting antsy. They haven't received letters yet.
And they want to know if they're going to be able to, own these lots. Right. Because it's going to be a great beautification process that's going to take place in the Englewood community to see a lot of these large lots become live and vibrant.
Exactly. And I think, the city is going to come on that day and to give us an update. We've been asking for updates in terms of how many people apply, what does that process really look like. So we're really excited about that.
And isn't it moving over to the next community? Their application process has started. What community
is that? East Garfield Park. And so what's interesting that it's in East Garfield Park is that it was supposed to be a part of the Green and Healthy Neighborhood Plan, which didn't include East Garfield Park, but I guess the city just do whatever they want to do. So, or either some citizens came out and rallied around it and said, you know what, we want a dollar lot in our community as well. So that is what we'll be discussing at the village meeting. So I'm excited about that.
I'm excited too. If you're just tuning in, you're watching the Englewood Call, feel free to call us at 312-738-1060.
Okay, and I think we have some more good at Englewood news.
Good at Englewood news.
One little tiny thing. You ladies mentioned about the St. Vincent, the African church.
Oh, yes.
Some people don't know that. I can't think of the artist's name. Those stained glass windows that were done in the church, it was commissioned by a world-renowned artist.
I've heard that before.
Yes.
Have you been to that church, Joe?
I used to go to the school when it was St. Bernard.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Anything else you want to know about Englewood, I could tell you, okay?
Oh, wow.
Because I'm a little bit of a historian.
Are you? That's good.
We might want to actually have a whole show and talk through some of the historical.
There is some good things, and there's some things. If you know where the Englewood post office is at?
Yes.
Yes.
And you know where that site was formerly of, right?
Yes, with the we know. We don't promote it, but we do know what the site.
There's some things that's very famous, that's good and bad about Englewood. And it's a shame sometimes that we don't have like a history fair where children can learn about the different history of Englewood.
Yeah, that was one thing. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that call. When I was doing work with the Englewood CAC, we actually put in the strategic plan that we should have an Englewood curriculum. Really? Yeah, and that some of the schools should do a whole entire curriculum around the history of Englewood, so that young people can have value and really appreciate some of the points that even Joe pointed out. So thank you for that call. And again, this is a live call-in show. 312-738-1060 is our line. And we're going to keep going with some more Good in Englewood news.
Exactly. And we have the free healthy cooking workshop this Wednesday, July 16th at 1 o'clock from 3 p.m. That's going to be at KKC, Washburn's
Nice.
Culinary Institute, which is the oldest Culinary Institute around the country.
I
found
didn't know
out
that.
a few years ago, and it's located at 740 West 63rd Street. And what KKC has been doing is rolling out workshops every other Wednesday to be more active in the community and to invite the community to partake in a lot of their workshops. They did one on automotive repairs. They doing one on healthy cooking.
Nice.
So they have a lot of workshops that they're trying to introduce into the community, as well as bring the community to Kennedy King College and take advantage of their classes and resources.
So free healthy cooking and then free laundry. I mean, Englewood has it going on next
Exactly.
week. And it looks like on another big thing is the Englewood Back to School Parade. That's returning to the Englewood community. This is a parade that's actually been in existence for the last 52 years, and they have planning meetings I think it's the first and the third Wednesday of the month
at Ogden Park, 65 South Racine. And this is a good, again, as Joe mentioned, a historical tradition that Englewood has been doing for the last 52 years. So it's great that we have our own. We're creating history, and we're not forgetting about some of the great things that's happening in the community.
And in my understanding, I heard that it's one of the largest, if it's not the largest, African American parade.
Next to the Billiken.
Next to the Billiken parade. So definitely get involved. I mean, I think we use this show as a way that when people complain all day long, these are opportunities to get involved. The Back to School Parade is a tradition, and young people and families really look forward to that. And so, you can help with the planning process, donate, perform in the parade. It's all type of opportunities.
And I found out that the Billiken parade was, how it came about with the Back to School parade in Englewood was that many of our residents couldn't go to the Billiken parade. Couldn't afford to go or travel or even cross over into other communities.
That's right.
So that's how the Back to School parade came about when we went to some of the planning meetings.
Interesting fact.
Another interesting fact.
I definitely know the organizers and respect them. They've been doing it. Used to watch the parade all the time.
We have a caller. Let's take that call.
Yes, let me make sure.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi.
I'm giving a shout out to you two young ladies for representing Englewood very well.
Thank you.
I made a visit to Englewood. I worked in Englewood at the Board of Health and Human Service.
Okay.
And what I'm trying to do is get people to change their mannerism, start talking about the good things that's happening in our city and in our neighborhoods with our families and our young people.
That's right.
And I'm going to continue to spread the word. I spend quality time at the health department. My next trip is going to 79th Street where Human Service is now.
You might have to turn down your phone just a little bit.
Change.
Okay, I agree. It's definitely time for a change. You might have to change the dial and turn down your phone, the TV just a little bit. But I did hear you, and I do appreciate you calling us and supporting us, and even sharing some of your historical connections to the Englewood community. Thank you so much. And I think we have another caller. Caller, are you there?
Could you ladies answer this question?
Sure.
I know St. Benedict African Church is doing well. What about the school? Is it going to open back up? Is it going to stay closed? Because it's the last private school. It wasn't one of the only private schools in Englewood.
Yeah, I that's a good question, Joe. I actually went to several private schools in the Englewood community that no longer exist. Yeah. And I heard at another meeting that the operator of the school, which wasn't necessarily the archdiocese, is the people who pulled out and stopped operating that school. And I think that the pastor, my understanding is that the pastor and some more folks are looking to get that school back open up right there on Stewart. So thank you, and that's a great question. And a caller, I think we have another caller there.
Yes.
Yes. Hi.
How are you?
Hi. How are you?
Good.
We're
What's
good.
your question?
Yes. My question is this. I would like to know if we could get a reunion for all old Englewood graduates at the new Englewood at the corner of 63rd and Stewart there. Because we have that big old park there, football field. We have the bleachers. We have behind the bleachers. And we have parking to the south of there. We should try to promote a Englewood reunion there for all graduates from 1960 to 1980 when Englewood was Englewood.
Right.
It was sold.
And I wonder, is he talking about just the school or just everyone who graduated from a school in Englewood?
Everyone who graduated from Englewood.
Okay. Right. Wow. Because I saw on Twitter the other day they actually had a reunion. They wasn't at the school, but they were somewhere else. We always look for people who are talking about Englewood, and it was a huge reunion. I would double check some things on Facebook as well as on Twitter, and then definitely make note of that and even bring that up at our village meeting, because I know we have a lot of alumni that's there. Thank you for your call. And I do want to talk a little bit about our topic for tonight, So Fresh Saturdays. Before we play the video, we have it queued up. We had a segment called Real Talk last season, and that was a really real segment where
intense, where a lot of two of our founders had an open conversation about what's happening in the community, kind of just their opinions, and also stating the facts that no one's really touching on.
That's right. And so today I think what we're gonna have a special guest on, our host of So Fresh Saturday, Mario Tate,
aka Supa Dupa.
Yes, and he was actually on Fox News today, and aka Supa Dupa, that is his nickname. But before we do that, we do want to show into this clip before we bring them on, because they're going to talk about a little bit about his past and how he got involved with Rage, and really just give you real talk in terms of their perspective about the community and
how we're creating
solutions.
Peace in the community and not responding to what's the negative side, but creating peace. So this is a video showcasing, was it not the finale, but one of our So Fresh Saturdays.
It was at Hamilton Park, and we was fortunate actually today to be on Fox News. They talked to Mario today and heard his story, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna probably see Mario again. So we'll play the video and then get them ready for Real Talk.
So today we're here at So Fresh Saturdays at Hamilton Park. We're basically turning it up for peace right here, right in Englewood.
I think it is beautiful. I love seeing people from all generations. There's a little something for everyone, and it needs to happen more often in Englewood.
Change my time. Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you ain't rap, stay late, saving the time. I can dance home, I don't see stamp. Y'all looking at something like
Englewood rocks, and I'm here to be one with the community, enjoy, and soak in some of the energy from the youth.
So yeah, I think it's awesome. We have to have that positive coming together so people can socialize.
We're just having a whole lot of fun out here, showing everyone that we can be peaceful right here in our own community in Englewood, with the youth being the main focus of it.
And welcome to Real Talk with Rage. My name is Antoine Butler, and I am sitting here with the host of So Fresh Saturdays, Supa Dupa.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, brother?
I'm all right, man.
All right. Real Talk is we have real conversations on this particular portion of the show. We're highlighting Supa Dupa, and we would like for him to tell you his story. What made him get involved with the community and start working with Rage, and introduce himself to you. So introduce yourself, Supa Dupa.
As he said, I'm Supa Dupa, the host with the most. I host all of the So Fresh Saturdays. But a little bit more into why I got involved with Rage. A few years ago, I got shot. I got shot several times, and from me getting shot, I felt like I had to make a change. within myself. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it was like I wanted to do something positive.
Okay.
I wanted to do something positive, and I heard about these works and things that Rage was doing from a friend of mine, and
that might have been me, right?
I heard about the works Rage was doing, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. Then I went to an event and met Aisha, and Aisha was telling me about all this good stuff, and then I seen for myself. I was like, okay, I need to get in tune with this. So,
right.
You know, after that, it was just ball game there, man. It was like I went from at first I was like hosting parties, and then I hosted what was the first Soul Fresh Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And the energy from the crowd, which really drives me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The energy from the crowd, I love to see the smiles on kids' faces and stuff like that. So that's what really made me like want to do it, because it's a positive movement.
Right.
So
basically, Rage tapped into what it is that you love to do already.
Exactly.
And we use that asset to come up with So Fresh Saturday. It was that's smart right there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's smart, man. This is a live call-in show. Give us a call at 312-738-1060. If you would like to be a part of Real Talk, we would welcome you. I got a question for you. That guy playing the music sounded like he knew what he was doing, FYI. But my question is, when you're hosting a show, what has been the most fulfilling moment that you've had while you were hosting?
As I stated before, the most fulfilling moment with me with hosting is basically seeing the children smiling, and when I say children, I'm not speaking of just little kids. I'm talking from like 0 to 99. They out there in my face, right there with me, up close and personal, like what's up, and they kicking it with me. So it's like that's what really brings me joy. With just seeing the smiles on folks' faces and making people happy within our community.
Right. And you are from Englewood, right?
Definitely from Englewood.
Oh, okay.
Definitely from Englewood.
And you're a talented guy from Englewood, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So that's part of the myth busted right there, right?
Isn't it?
This is Real Talk with Rage. Give us a call at 312-738-1060.
Indeed.
Okay. So my question for you is, when you are... I distinctly remember this one time we were on stage, and the little boy was dancing, and the mom came up and said that they told him that he wouldn't walk. You remember that?
That was at Sherwood.
Okay.
At Sherwood Park.
Yeah. So I honestly felt like that was a touching moment for me, like, because you informed me of what she said, and I had no idea, and my man was like D-Lo shuffling to death. You know what I mean? And they said he wasn't gonna walk.
That was amazing to me. What happened was, the kid, he had already been on the stage. He had jumped on the stage, and even before I called kids to the stage, and this kid jumped on the stage before I could even call him to the stage, and he was doing his thing, and I believe it was his mom stepped to the stage and said, the doctor said that he wouldn't walk again. She said he was in a car accident. She said he was in a car accident, and it was just amazing to me to see the kid, like you said, he was up there nay-naying and D-Lo shuffling and everything. So, you know.
Okay. Well, do remember that So Fresh Saturday is this Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday. You need to get on our call-in list so you can get our call in the morning to remind you. Give us a call right now, though, at 312-738-1060. You have to attend. We're not saying... One thing I want to say to everybody is we're not saying that So Fresh Saturday is the solution to the problem. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is So Fresh Saturday is part of the solution. We are willing and want to work with everybody who is willing to put in work that will better the Englewood community. That's what all this is about. These are not paid jobs for us. We are volunteers. We are the residents of Englewood. So do remember that. This is not, there's no hustle in this. It's real talk. So this is not the hustle, okay? We're doing this. I could probably have better paying gigs on Saturday, to tell you the truth. Honestly, I know I could. I just turned down one for this Saturday. But give us a call at 312-738-1060.
And don't forget about So Fresh Saturdays this Saturday. This Saturday is at
Lindblom Park. Right. 6054 South Damon. 3 to 8. Bring the whole family. This is fun for everybody. We're talking 1 to 99, like Supa Dupa said. We are. It's a party. It's a party, and we are.
To me, it's more like a family reunion or something. You know what I'm saying? I look at all the people out there as if they my family when we out there rocking the stage, and the kids are up there happy and seeing the smiles on their faces. It's more to me like a family reunion at So Fresh Saturday. So we need to see y'all there.
Right. I got a question for you, Supa Dupa. Since you've been hosting So Fresh Saturdays, has your perception of some of the people who you see in the parks changed? Because we get all kinds.
Well, definitely. I would say so because what's portrayed through media.
Wow.
What's portrayed through media most of the time is violence. So at most of these So Fresh Saturday events, and I say this most of the times on the mic, that you don't see the news cameras out there when we out here doing this. This is the good from that's coming from Englewood. And I always ask the question, can any good come out of Englewood? And the response always is yes there can. And So Fresh Saturdays is and will remain a positive energy that's coming out of the Englewood community.
That's right. Give us a call at 312-738-1060. This is a live call-in show, so give us a call. Resident Association of Greater Englewood. As far as Supa Dupa, I want you guys to know that So Fresh Saturday isn't just an event; it's an experience. If you are one of those people with that perception of Englewood, I'm not driving down 59th, I'll take 79th, then you definitely need to come to So Fresh Saturday. We go out of our way, and for the record, there's not 2,000 police around neither.
Not at
and
all.
We've never had any kind of incident, argument, anything like that going on. So what we're doing, it's from the heart, and I can't stress that enough. Do remember that this is Saturday, July the 12th, from 3 to 8 at Lindblom Park. Rain or shine, we are going to be there. If it's raining, we'll be in the field house with the music all over the place. We want you to know that we're going to be there. So I want you to get to know more about Mario. Supa Dupa.
Yeah, okay.
This whole thing. So you said you got shot. What was? Were you on the wrong side of the law at that point in your life?
At that time and period in my life, I was on the other side of the ball game, I should say.
Okay.
And I wasn't seeing things as I should, and what opened my eyes was from me getting shot. Once I got shot, it was like, man, this right here is just, the streets wasn't for me, and I found the outlet through rage, and it you know what I'm saying, the rage with my involvement with rage, it pushed me to do a lot of great things, man. So it's nice, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that this brother came on here to share his story with you. This is there's always a chance you can make a change. Remember that. I didn't fall from heaven either, and this brother here just told you he didn't. So we have to understand that no matter what you got going on in your life, you can always come back, and we are here for you. If you are looking to volunteer in Englewood and change the perception, we are here for you to come and volunteer in Englewood. We have a meeting July the 15th at Gifts of God Ministry, 1818 West 74th Street at 6:30. If you're interested in coming out and joining Rage, come on out. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. And we also have Englewood Votes Saturday before SoFresh Saturday. Come on out and volunteer.